I'm going to have a seat on the purple couch there, Joycey.
I'm coming, Terry.
Welcome back, folks at home. Thank you so much for joining us here. Welcome back, Joycey.
Thanks, Terry.
Glad to be sitting on the purple sofa with you.
Kind of glad to be back myself.
Yeah, hope you all had a good week. And so this is Joycey.
I'm Joycey.
I'm Terry.
That's Terry.
And we're the Trailer Park Girls. Talkin Trash. So thanks for joining us today.
Yeah.
And well, before we get started, here's wishing y'all whatever doesn't offend you. Happy that. All right then. Let's get started with the Taking Back Words segment. Joycey, this was your brilliant idea. I love this segment.
I'm taking it.
So this week, we are taking back the word jigger.
Jigger.
Jigger. You heard me.
I'll be jiggered.
I'll be jiggered, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, we say it all the time. We said it all the time.
I'll be jiggered.
I'll be jiggered.
Yeah.
Hardly ever gets said at all anymore, and it's kind of way too
exactly.
cute to throw
Yeah,
away.
I think so too. So
Yeah.
we're taking it back.
Taking it
Now, in my Oxford English Dictionary, published in 2002, I believe it's the 9th edition, jigger is a machine or a vehicle with a part that moves or rocks to and fro.
To and fro.
Yeah, to and
To
fro.
and fro. To
And
and fro.
to be jiggered is to be broken or exhausted. Broken or exhausted. I'll be jiggered. I'll be exhausted. I'll be broken. Yeah, absolutely.
I have to tell you what the Urban Dictionary. Let me tell you
I
what
love
the
the
Urban
Urban Dictionary.
The Urban Dictionary is
What
pretty
did
cool.
the
This
Urban?
is,
Yeah.
the Urban Dictionary said that a jigger is a Jew trying to act black.
Oh, that's a Jewish person trying to act black. A jigger.
Urban Dictionary
hilarious.
plays around. I think it's hilarious. I had to add it in.
Yes,
that's a great thing for a
absolutely.
jigger to be.
We mean no harm.
Absolutely.
We're into
Everybody
belly
knows
laughs. We laugh at ourselves too, ladies
Yeah.
and gentlemen. What else?
It also said that it's a measurement. It's
Right.
one of those things that bartenders
For
use it as
spirits and
cups on
wine.
both sides like that.
Yeah, spirits and wine.
it's spirits and for wine. And
An
it's
ounce and a
dealing
half.
with alcohol. Just,
An ounce and a half is a jigger,
right,
actually.
An ounce and a half.
An ounce and a half is
shot
a jigger.
glasses. Yeah.
Exactly.
Jig it away.
Yeah, there you go.
Jig.
I'll be jiggered. I'm hammered, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
Jigging when we're fishing or something. What's that called?
I don't know. You're the fisher.
Oh, just-
I'm not a fisher.
Didn't look that for in the
I
dictionary.
go not fishing, but you're the fisher. Jigger.
I think it's a
Is it
jigger.
a fishing term?
Yeah, it's a
Fishing term as
fishing
well,
term.
folks.
When you put it down there and then you just try to catch them by jabbing them because they're hanging around your they're hanging around your bait and everything, looking at it, and you get impatient and you
Yeah,
jig, and then
I don't fish.
Yeah,
That's why I don't fish.
kinda seems like cheating to me.
Yeah, a little
Just
bit.
cheating.
So,
Jigger.
moving on, let's do a little look at. We have no idea, ladies and gentlemen, that there would be any educational portions of this program, but there are a couple, and let's
at
do
where
one
we
now.
are.
We're gonna do the Trailer Park Trash Spotting Tip of the Week. That's where Joycey and I help you folks at home who don't know any trailer park trash.
Usually pretty fun. It's
Yeah,
fun.
how to spot us and our neighbors.
Right. Yes.
So now look at, a lot of us in the neighborhood here drive old beaters and wrecks. Because quite frankly, we can't afford new tires, never mind a new vehicle.
Right.
Isn't that right,
Right.
Joycey? And when a vehicle breaks down, people get fairly upset. I mean, they become somber and sober. Isn't that right, Joycey? Because vehicle is important to get to work, to, all kinds of things.
Yeah, so
Yes.
that happened. The vehicle broke down.
Yeah.
I was walking on down and I saw that the hood was up, and then when the hood's up on a vehicle in the park, it's like you really have to stop. You
Yeah.
got obligated, because
Yeah.
my obligation was to
sad.
boost it if it needed boosting, because he's
Absolutely.
boosted me, and that's the way it works around here.
Well, and
He won't leave
we
a guy
help each
stranded,
other out
right.
around here is the way it works.
Turns out that it was sadly, it was way deeper than that. I think maybe the alternator was in there or something, but it was
sad.
bigger than just a boost off the battery.
Right.
And the two guys were sitting around there waiting for the third guy to get back with parts that he wasn't sure he could even find. The auto body shop's a long ways from here. And he went to get the parts for this
Yeah.
alternator. And I was looking at these guys and I was thinking, it looks like they were just their kid has just got sick or something. They're so worried about this, this
All
vehicle.
standing around the broken vehicle.
What I'm trying to say is the vehicle itself was like it was a child.
Yeah.
And
they were literally standing around it looking sad and broken, right?
Because their friend was not well.
Yeah,
Their
exactly.
friend was not well. And their friend does everything. It takes them to work, it takes them to get a bar,
takes them to the liquor store,
it takes them everywhere. It's part of the gang. So one of the gang was sick, and everybody was very sober.
Very sad.
And
somber and sober and very sad.
Yeah.
Very sad. But
I think that's a unique trailer park trash spotting
tip. Yeah.
I don't think you'd get that at other places.
Yeah, if you see a bunch of guys standing around a vehicle looking like their dog just died.
Weeping.
That's trailer park trash, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, they love the vehicles.
That's it right
when
there.
When they get one that's running, they take really good care of it.
Exactly.
Yeah, for sure.
And look, before we move on, another happy ending. The vehicle is moving again, and yippee yahoo! Another happy ending.
Work. They got another job going.
The boys
on.
are back in town.
Yeah, for sure. Everything's good. Good.
Now, let's move on to the well, folks. The guy I hate to love, the guy we love to hate. It's time to talk about the I Don't Caretaker. And speaking of the I Don't Caretaker and messed up vehicles,
let's put them together.
Look, the I Don't Caretaker doesn't care, and he doesn't care about the van he drives because it's provided for him by his employer. But seriously, that old van is starting to look a little rough. Isn't it, Tracy? It's starting to look a little rough, folks.
Well, yeah, this is the second vehicle that he's had since I've been at the park here. But and it looked kind of good when he got it. The first notice was the front fender. I noticed that got dinged because he gets really careless. He's got something on his mind. He's going to go cut a bush down or something. He's got to get to it. He's not thinking about the backing up. He's thinking about the going.
The next piece of art.
And
the next piece of poetry.
So then he gets out of the vehicle, never shuts the freaking door. I've said it before. That door should be shut. Well, that was the second ding I saw and that was kind of
a pretty good ding. I noticed that one too.
The other day I was walking by and now I see it. He's gone too far. The mirror's gone, but it's not really gone.
It's not really gone.
Combination of chicken wire and hay wire hanging around it, just kind of sucking it back into somewhere, so that it's there.
It's hilarious, folks.
It's very funny.
Chicken wire. Think about that. Chicken wire and hay wire.
Yeah.
Holding the mirror on the van.
He's a hard man on vehicles. I'm glad he's not driving mine.
He doesn't care.
No.
He's like us. He doesn't care about anything really except the art. Which we can understand, right? I mean, I get that.
I get it. Absolutely. Yeah.
So, and look, speak up and talk back, folks. Speak up and talk trash. If you've got an I Don't Caretaker story of your own, if you've got a How to Be Handy tip of the week, or if you just want to go off about something, let us know.
Everybody's inventive, and some people more than others. If you know an inventive person, you're inventive yourself. We love stories, put this together, to make this. So it's really cool stuff.
And we'll talk about anything. You folks know that by now.
Bring it on.
We'll talk about anything. So speak up and talk back. Speak up and talk trash with each other and with us. Shoot us your comments. We'd love to hear from you. So let's move on to where I get to speak up and talk trash.
Sherry, be off.
It's time for the politically correct portion of this program, folks. And yes, that's where
Terry, off
get to go off
session.
about what's got my goat this week. And
so what is it this week, Terry?
well, this week I would like to discuss with you and the folks at home the rehoming of children. You heard me, ladies and gentlemen. The rehoming of children.
The rehoming of children.
Yes.
Just exactly what does that mean? Like, how do you rehome a child?
Well, what that means, when you take away the flowery language, what that really means is the black market trade of children, ladies and gentlemen. That's what it really means. It's become a problem.
Gosh.
It's become a problem where people are adopting children, and quite often from foreign countries, and they get them home for a week, and they decide, this kid isn't for me. This kid is too much work, whatever their reasons. They go, I made a mistake, and so they post the child online for rehoming, and then through the internet they make arrangements to rehome the child. So I mean it, take away the high-end flowery bullshit crap language and what we're talking about is the black market trade of children. And I'm offended. I don't care what you call it. I don't care what you call it. It's got my goat. And I don't care how nicely you say it. It's the black market trade of children.
Offended when people get a dog and they don't like it and they take it back.
Right. That's where probably the term comes from.
Right.
From the
and
pet
they're
store
doing
and
this
the
with
SPCA.
actual people?
They're doing it with children,
people.
Ladies and gentlemen. And yeah, it's the black market trade of children. From where I sit, it's the black market trade of children. And so I beg of you, please, speak up and talk back about this stuff. If you see somebody answering a rehoming of a child ad, explain to them this is black market trade.
Right.
And
we don't do this. We just don't do this.
Well, look, I just think it's all wrong. I think it's all wrong from every angle I can look at it. And stop doing it, you simpletons.
Okay.
You know, and I don't care what you call it. I'm not up for it.
Right.
That's all I want to say about that.
Wow. I'm still a little bit stumped by the whole
and
concept.
Shocked, right? It's
the whole
unbelievable.
Concept. Can you believe
that? I don't know how
I know
people.
what's going on. I saw it. Yeah.
How can people? I don't know how you could do that and then be able to sleep at night. I really don't. I don't understand it. But
because there's vultures at the other end of this cycle that are buying them. Like,
goodness.
I mean, these people are child abusers in so many ways.
Pedophiles and freaks of all kinds.
Oh, look, I can buy this baby. And, years of pleasure. That is so sad.
And I don't care what you call it, it's wrong.
Yes.
And stop it.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
So now, let's move on to a much happier subject.
I'm good.
And that is the second educational portion of this program, folks. And that is the How to Be Handy tip of the week. Now, Joyce is the handy master in the park and all the way around. She's the handy master, folks. I'm a handy apprentice at best, right? At best. And for you folks at home who don't know how to do things for yourself, look it. When you're poor, you have to. You just have to be handy. Right. This week, I want to talk about tying down tents. You know, in the trailer park, people use tents for all kinds of things. And I was hoping you could explain for the folks at home the coolest tent tie down. My neighbor here did this, And Joycey, you can explain it. We thought it was
explain
awesome.
because it's awesome.
This is the Howdy Handy
this
tip of the week.
is one of the guys that has fires often at night.
Yeah.
But not trees like the other one. So, or the other guy, he had like a tent covered canvas doodad to stand in. This guy, all he had was a cover over the top of his tent, but he's not in the trees, so the wind's going to take this thing around.
It's going to blow
and,
away.
and the tent is over top of his picnic table.
Yeah.
Is what's going
It's
on.
just
And
a
so
roof,
everybody
right?
can just sit in there. It's just
Yeah.
roof, no sides. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was over there one day and I saw this big, huge rope, and it went down from the peak of that tent
Yeah.
around the picnic table, back up again to the peak. And so I thought, well, it can't fly away now.
Brilliant.
It's brilliant. It's like genius.
Genius.
You see genius thoughts and how to correct a problem.
Yeah.
A lot of places that don't have to be in the upper wherever you go when you're
Oh, there
actual.
are geniuses everywhere.
Right.
Look it.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Absolutely.
But
Absolutely.
that was hilarious, and I loved the way he thinks.
And think outside the box
Yeah.
is the point, right? And look around at what people are doing. Lots
Yeah.
of times you don't have to reinvent the wheel. But that is genius. That is the coolest way to tie down a tent I've ever seen.
Right. No,
And we've
it
seen a
can't
few.
go.
We live in a
It can't-
trailer park.
It can't go.
Yeah,
No,
it
they'll
can't
take
go.
in the table.
Yeah, it's not going anywhere.
Right.
Whether you're out there or not, whether people are
Absolutely.
sitting at the table or not, it's not going anywhere.
Right.
Brilliant.
Thumbs up. Thumbs up, neighbor.
Two thumbs up. Yeah.
Right.
Good job.
Yeah.
Now, geez, I can't believe it. Time does fly when you're having fun, folks. But I think we are at the funny story portion of this program. Look, we like to end the show with a funny story because we believe that the world could use a lot more belly laughs and a lot more love. Isn't that right, Joycey?
Absolutely. And
A lot more love and belly laughs.
If you have a story that's humorous or amusing in any way,
Yeah.
why not pass it on? Like that's the way I think. And I've been
Yeah.
around for a long time, and I've seen a lot of very
Yeah.
hilarious things, and I like to talk about them. And
Yeah, and well, this week I was hoping you could share with the folks at home the story about your German uncle coming to visit and eating corn for the first time. Now, look, a lot of you probably know, but in Germany they don't eat corn. Like we eat corn on the cob, cream corn, niblet corn. They don't eat corn. They believe it's feed for animals, and it's not all that nutritious, so they don't eat it, right?
Right.
But he comes to visit Joycey, and tell him, Joycey.
Okay, this dates me back a little ways, you know. 'Cause
That's okay.
It was back in the '60s when I was just a little girl, but I always remember this because to me it's so hilarious. He came to visit, and he came for dinner, but he had just come from Germany, and I'm not sure how my aunt had met him, but she invited him over for dinner, and so we had our meal, which included corn on the cob.
Corn on the cob.
Right. And meat and whatever.
Yeah.
And so we're all sitting around the deck eating our food and stuff, and all of a sudden he just kind of slithers away for a little while. He's gone. He's beside himself. He has the hugest dilemma of his life.
Oh no!
Because he was raised very strict.
Right.
You ate. It's only polite to eat everything that's on your plate. So
Right. Food is valuable.
Food is valuable.
Right. You eat what you are served.
He chewed on that corn cob.
Oh, the cob.
The cob. He didn't know what to do with the cob.
Yeah.
So he tried to eat it, and he couldn't eat it, and he was really embarrassed.
Yeah. Funny
story.
Yeah. Well,
that's a funny story.
And it makes me interested always. I'm always interested in how other people see us, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes they see us as eating animal feed.
Bruno Schneider.
That's a very German name.
Yeah.
Bruno Schneider. Yeah.
Right. He brought one of his niece or nephew down, and we were living with him for a while then. This was when we first met them, but for a while after that, he would just always stay a family friend. And he had a niece come down, and she was German, and she didn't speak English, and I was English, and she didn't speak. And we hung out together, and it was fun.
Yeah.
And all the words that she's taught me, even now I can remember after all those years and stuff like that. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
But the corn story was always passed around.
Yes,
through
it
the
made me
family.
laugh.
Yes.
It just made me laugh.
Because he really tried so hard to
eat the
that
cob.
Nobody thought to tell him.
Right. Well, now, look at Joycey. Do you think I've forgotten anything?
I don't think that you've forgotten anything, Terry. No.
Anything you'd like to add for the folks at home?
Again, thanks for hanging and with us and staying right into the very end. I love it.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Joining us.
Yeah,
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, we appreciate you sharing your precious time. Absolutely.
Yeah.
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 So, well, until next week, and have a good week. From the trailer park, that's Joycey.
I'm Joycey.
I'm Terry.
That's Terry.
And we're the Trailer Park Girls, Talkin Trash.
And we're signing out for this evening.
Sayonara. Signing off.
Bye. Later. See ya.
Adios.
Catch you later, bye.